What's up, everybody? I'm Dave, and this is The Dub Show. We just got back from the Midwest, and let me just tell you straight up off the top, dead ass serious, I'm shook, but in a good way. And the reason why I'm shook is because I had no idea what I was stepping into when I went out there. I've been there in the past, but not for as long and not in as much detail and depth that I did while I was out there. I mean, I must have crossed at least two states. Probably could have did a third one if I didn't run out of time, but just in the footage that we were able to capture and the pictures, if you can tell from the previous dub shows, the previous episodes, there was a lot left on the cutting room floor, so to speak. And I didn't realize just how amazing that way of life is. We get used to a certain way of life. If you're from California, if you ever lived in California, you get to a certain way of life and you think that that's kind of how things are. But we're 2,000 miles away and life is a lot different. It's simpler even. A lot more country. You see cornfields and woodlands. Every house has an American flag out front, which there's a lot of pride in the country, which I think speaks to why we actually did this Made in America tour. And you can kind of get the vibe that they probably all go to church, and maybe probably all have a shotgun in the back of their house because you're out in the middle of nowhere. So I mean, you got to protect yourself. The cops are 35 minutes away. So it's just a different type of lifestyle out there that I really kind of came to appreciate, and kind of a deeper understanding of how it works out there. Just going in there to see all the different manufacturers and seeing how it's done out there. There's a great pride taken in knowing that it's made in America, knowing that they've crafted and labored and put blood, sweat, and tears into the product that you're consuming. And then a lot of it is exported to other countries. And so as I'm out there and I'm seeing all these farms and factories, both thriving and destroyed, I mean, some of these buildings were boarded up, and these factories were long gone, have since left. There's just almost like a skeleton or a corpse of a company once. As you're seeing both the living and the dead, so to speak, of manufacturing, you're realizing that this culture is very much a part of that. And being a manufacturer of clothing, you take a lot of pride in what you do. I mean, the clothing that we make, the effort that we put into it, the craftsmanship that is done, you'll be able to spot right away in just the way that we make our clothes. We don't buy it off the rack and just print it. We actually take the fabric and we cut it into a pattern. We make a sample, we prototype it, we see if it looks good. If it does, we make more. If not, then we stop there. But yeah, like I said, it was just a real insightful, inspirational, motivational trip that I would like to do again. Like I said, we went through the eastern part of Michigan to the northern central part of Ohio, and like I said, there's just parts there that I did not know exist in between the major cities. In between Detroit and Cleveland, there's just so much going on. And I think that speaks to what Decorate Our Home Planet, or DOHP, here at the Dope Show. What we're trying to establish is that part of decorating the planet, part of creating something worthwhile, is looking deeper and looking closer and not just glossing over everything and saying, oh yeah, this is what it is, and who cares about the details? Because I feel like the true meaning of what we're doing, the brand that we're establishing, and the message that we're writing for all of you to see and to read, is essentially saying that there's a lot more beauty to the world in spite of all the bad news that we get on the news. There's a lot more beauty out there if you just look deeper and closer. So with that, I'm going to kind of conclude the Dub Show and wrap it up here. But we are back, and we're going to be going to Manufacturing and Garment Industry Convention, aka MAGIC, in Las Vegas. The MAGIC show will be in Las Vegas next week, all through the week. So we're going to be going out there, filming and doing a dope show from out there. So I hope you enjoyed all the things that we've brought to you from our trip out across in the Midwest, the Made in America tour. We're going to be doing a lot more of those in the future, and I hope you join us next time when we're at the MAGIC in Vegas. Peace.